These works are based off of a book that was written in the 1970s called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So at the beginning of the story, we meet a flock, and all of the birds in the flock, they use their flight for survival, to fend for food. It's very utilitarian. We meet the main character of this story, and we discover that this bird, this seagull, is interested in the different ways that they can explore their flight. They want to explore their flight for pleasure, for fun, essentially as an art.
We pick up in the story, and I have just been kind of like banished or exiled from my flock for investigating, questioning this like new kind of movement that my flock does not accept. So I'm wandering by myself. I'm kind of looking for answers and hoping to like explore something. I have a lot of questions. I come across an owl, a pelican, and a falcon, and they teach me their own way of moving through different choreographic styles.
My character is the falcon, and falcons are very quick, they're very focused, they're hunting birds, they're very daring, they take risks in order to have maximum speed. So you'll see when I'm dancing with Hannah that I'm kind of showing her this big diving roll, these big sweeping turns, and I'm kind of sharing that with her and teaching her slowly how to approach that movement and so that she can incorporate it into her own journey.
After I have like accumulated all of these different movement qualities, I'm visited by two divine birds, and they kind of usher me into this new realm. My yearning, or like my hope, is that I can use flight just for freedom, for fun.
It's symbolizing this choice, or even just this progress into a life devoted to this creative expression. These works are excerpts of the larger story. So far, we've built 2 chapters out of what will be a 10-chapter story. We're really focusing on some of the pivotal points in the storyline, developing the characters so that as we continue building all of the rest of the chapters of the story, we have really strong foundations for both the characters and the movement qualities that will be central to the entire story. I'm interested in reimagining the classical story ballet. Instead of using some of the more common tropes, maybe pantomime, maybe more acting, I want to see how I can inject the characters into the movement. How does the movement style and how does the evolution of the movement style really tell the story? Part of what really attracted me to this story is the way that I kind of identify with the main character. My background is with the San Francisco Ballet, so I danced with this large company doing a whole array of really amazing works, but I was interested in finding my own voice and becoming my own independent artist. And it sort of parallels, I think, the main character in this work. And what I really love about these particular sections of the story that we're working on and that we're presenting in these works is the way that the main character, the way that the seagull actually learns so much from the people and the collaborators that they interact with. So this really parallels my life and my artistic journey in the way that I've learned so much by meeting new people and by expanding my world. And all of that goes into my process of becoming an artist in my own way. My hope is that after watching the full story, an audience member will be able to connect to something in one of the characters, or maybe multiple characters, about their path of self-discovery and choosing their own distinct way to move in the world.